Hello and welcome back to the Sethington Art Dimension. And today, I got a little bit of a special treat, an appetizer to something way bigger that's going to come soon. So be on the lookout, maybe subscribe, whatever. Because if you're like me, you just got your first taste of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 7, Steel Ball Run, after which feels like a trillion years, and my brain chemistry is permanently changed. So naturally, I gotta paint something, obviously. Today I'm creating a custom Magic the Gathering card altar, attempting to recreate the art style of the living legend himself, Hirohiko Araki, the manga artist behind JoJo'S, and writer and everything else, because he's just the fucking goat, I guess. And I'm doing it on a commander that actually kind of fits a little bit, not really. But before we get into that, stick around, because at the end of the video, I'm going to tell you how you could possibly get your little hands on this bad boy, or something like it. Now, let's get to the painting and talk about the man who made posing like this a goddamn epidemic. So in this video, I'm going to give you a little behind the scenes look on how I paint my Magic the Gathering altars while I break down why Araki's art style is so iconic, and how I painted this iconic JoJo's character on Magic the Gathering cardstock. So you're gonna have to trust the process, okay? Now this man isn't just a manga artist. He's basically a fashion designer, art historian, and menace to anatomy, all rolled into one beautiful storytelling fanatic. Awesome. I love this man for making this series. And when I say menace to anatomy, I mean that in the utmost respectful way possible, because somehow, even when proportions are completely unhinged and defy the laws of physics, it still looks better than anything I've attempted to draw, especially the hands. And Araki's style is instantly recognizable to anyone who has an inkling of what JoJo is and is chronically online. He's got hyper-stylized poses, like nobody in JoJo stands normally ever. Your spine is always bent at least a 45-degree angle, and the wrist is doing something illegal, and it's just unserious, okay? It's bizarre, if you will. Bold color choices. We're talking green lips, blue skin, pink shadows. Colors that should not exist together, but somehow feel intentional and are cohesive to it because it's bizarre, and like, whatever. Like, he just spins a color wheel and goes, yeah, we can do that now. That's good. Every character looks like they're about to either throw hands or debut a fall collection in Milan because of his beautiful fashion influences from Vogue magazine covers. And you know what the craziest part is? It's not random. Araki pulls heavy inspiration from classical sculpture. You can literally see poses inspired by stuff like the Statue of David, and have these dramatic, very exaggerated sense of movement frozen in time. And we've seen this kind of thing throughout history with classical paintings and stuff. And even though it might seem completely wacky to someone nowadays, it has a lot of that Renaissance and Baroque. Is that how you say it? Baroque? Barack Obama. Baroque. I did say it right. Relating to kind of Renaissance and Baroque paintings. Oh, I'm so smart, yes. Especially artists like Caravaggio with those deep shadows, intense lighting, and characters that look like they're about to commit either a sin or a monologue. He also collaborates, I think there's some collaborations with Versace and Gucci, since he's got a lot of inspiration from fashion designers and models and stuff like that. Which explains why half the outfits in JoJo look like they cost more than 2 sticks of RAM, at least. And over time, his art actually evolves a lot. Early JoJo, we got big, bulky, Fist of the North Star type builds, kind of a symptom of like the time it was being created, but also just like different influences. Over time, he became more into the slimmer, more elegant, and almost androgynous figures, which are way more focused on posing, style over raw size. I really like the size era. I think it's pretty cool. It's like, I don't know, it's just kind of macho. It's kind of funny just how over the top it is. But with this painting, I kind of wanted to marry those two and strike a balance for this character I'm about to paint with the more bulky side of the franchise / series and the current day more slim approach that he has. Every pose, every color, and every detail is designed to make you feel something. Even if that something is, why is this outfit zipper based? Each bizarre character design shows outwardly the character's personality and motivation. Let's look at two sides of the same coin, shall we? Take Jotaro Kujo. Heavy coat, chain, stiff posture, everything about him screams control and intimidation. You instantly know he's not someone who talks too much, he just ends fights. Kind of like a Clint Eastwood type. Then we have Part 3 Dio. He looks like he needs to be seen. Pure ego, and that is a parallel to his character in the show. So obviously for this altar, you know, Steel Ball Run's coming out, all the hype's around that. Of course, I'm gonna paint Jotaro, baby! You think I was gonna paint Gyro or Johnny or Funny Valentine, those punk-ass motherfuckers. I ain't no LARPer. I haven't even seen part 7 yet in its entirety, because I can't read. But for real though, if you guys want me to make a Steel Ball Run review, I will make it if you leave a comment. But no, we're sticking with the classics here, because, you know, at the Sethington channel, we specialize in 2 things. Marine biology and, what does Jotaro do? Punching things. Now let's talk about the card choice. Akiri Line Slinger. Akiri's not like a coke fiend, by the way. I don't think line slinger, that's not what it means, in case you were wondering that. At first glance, this makes 0 sense, but hear me out, okay? Akiri gets stronger based on artifacts and equipment you control, which is perfect, 100% no flaws in my logic, okay? Because I'm thinking long term here. If we build this like a JoJo deck, we could have equipments be stand abilities, artifacts could be like JoJo relics and stuff. And he has partner, you know, Star Platinum. Yeah, it's just because he is partner. And Livio wasn't in stock where I live, so whatever. If you really want to take this to the next level, you partner it with Bruce Tarl, Boorish Herder. Now this guy, he's basically a hype man, okay? He's like Star Platinum. He turns every attack into a full-on beatdown, which fits Jotaro and Star Platinum perfectly. You know, beatdown. You guys are picking up what I'm putting down, get it? A well-timed ETB can turn Jotaro into a damn nuke. And, you know, he can be calm and controlled and then subtly blast you with the auras. There's auras in Magic. That makes so much sense. Like usual, I try to start by digitally mocking up the design. Now, I went through Wikipedia and some good sources of Araki's beautiful artwork, because I wanted to really try and learn as much as I could from his original paintings. Not like screenshots from the anime or stuff that's been interpreted in other ways, just his raw skill injected into a Magic card and trying to honor that as best as I can. So I found this really cool image on the Wikipedia. It's from Shonen Jump novel Volume 4, Cover A, and Star Platinum's green in it. That's the main reason, and it's like a cool framing, but he's green. I like green. I have the green Star Platinum figure, so my brain patternly recognized it. And so I took that image, put that into Krita. You know how we do it. Put that shit into Krita, mapped up where Jotaro's pose is going to sit on that John, and I was kind of just figuring out how much of the original card I'm going to completely deface to put the art on, okay? And for this piece, I really wanted to capture the sharp facial structure that Jotaro has, and not just Jotaro, but like Araki's character designs in general. Dynamic shading, the really extreme anatomy, kind of the cool angle that it's going for, this image. And Araki's just like crazy line work, because my line work kind of stinks, and I wanted to work on that. There's also a reason I wanted to do this, which is way harder than it looks, because if you mess up even slightly with the line work, he goes from Jotaro's to some random guy named Joe who works at Walmart, okay? So you really gotta lock in. Also, real quick, if you guys want me to turn this into a full JoJo Secret Lair series, or potentially do some Steel Ball Run cards, drop a comment on which character I should do next, and make sure to subscribe. Gyro, Johnny, Theo, you know, you get to pick. I know one of you is going to say Speedwagon, but I better not see any one of you creeps say Alessi, okay? We're not going to go there. Now, this is where some things kind of get weird, okay? Because Araki does not care about color cohesion. Jotaro can be green, blue, orange, emotionally unavailable, but I want to stay faithful to the depiction from the Shonen Jump novel cover, because, you know, green. I love green. The channel banner's green. My profile picture's green. I have the green Star Platinum, and also Jotaro looks badass as hell. And I seen this on a Reddit post, I'm not gonna lie. I looked up JoJo Magic the Gathering cards, and this art was on a Magic card, and I tried to look for more. I looked through the whole gallery on the Wikipedia, and that one was already chosen, and it looks the best on a Magic card. So sue me. Actually, please don't do that, please. So at this point, everything's starting to come together, right? The pose, the colors, the shading, it's all morphing into a Jotaro-esque blob of paint. It starts to look like something Araki might actually approve of, or at least not sue me over. Please, once again, please do not sue me. That'd be awesome. I really spent a long time going over the face. That's the focal point of the image. I'm gonna be completely honest. I literally painted this thing in 2 days, so please don't judge me if you see some parts that are a little unfinished. If you really take a solid gander at this thing. You know, I really wanted to get this video out because I just need 50 more watch hours to get monetized fully, dude. Can you believe that? We're making it as a YouTuber collective. I seriously can't believe I have 1.3 thousand subscribers at the time recording this. It's kind of bonkers. If I were to tell that to little me, he'd be like, whoa, that's so cool. So, are you gonna get a job? Anyways, yeah, so a little bit, don't look at the left hand, okay? Just don't look at it. I'm just gonna let the painting take it from here. I'm gonna put on a little bit of, set the mood with some nice music. You can watch the full speed paint of this thing, of the whole like 9 or 10 hours that I spent on it. I can't remember. I'm gonna let that play out, just so you know. I'm not doing anything fucky with this. You know, we live in a world of AI. I don't know. Whatever. Just watch the whole speed paint if you want to give me some watch hours. I'd really appreciate it. Or skip to this timestamp right now to see the end of the video and get a little bit of insight on how you might be able to get a card like this for yourself. The background could use a little more work, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to stop picking this apart. So, if you guys like this card and you want something like it, go check out my Instagram if you're interested in a commission to make a little beautiful card like this. Give me a follow on there, or shoot me a little email to the business email. Okay, that should be on screen too. And most importantly, people, thank you for watching. Remember to stay bizarre. Okay, that's corny as hell. And I will see you in the next one. Okay, love you, bye.